All right, well, welcome to today's webinar. My name is Julian. I am the lead trader and head mentor over here at J. Lewis Trading. And today we're going to be talking about the key concepts of how to survive the financial markets. It's not as complicated as most people think. It is literally just a few things that you need to know so that you don't become part of the 90 percentile that fails. So stick with me. We're going to go through this webinar together. And we're going to start off with this quick disclosure statement. Just going to get you to read that over, and then we will move forward. All right, so based on you have gone through the risk disclosure statement, again, my name is Julian, and I am the lead trader and head coach here at jlewistrading.com. And what we're going to be talking about today are the things that you need to know to survive the financial markets. Now, the financial markets can be a very scary place if you're not properly prepared. With failure rates exceeding 90%, it's a fact that most people simply aren't equipped to compete with the top 10% of traders that have achieved positive consistency. This is an ongoing challenge in the market with new traders specifically. About 90% of people that come down to Wall Street in their first year will fail and leave, never to return again. And so the big question is, why is it that 90% of people are failing? And why is it that there's a small group of people that are consistently taking profits from the market? And that's what I want to talk about today. So big question is, what is it that top producing traders, what are they doing? What do they have that you don't have? And so what we want to talk about is top producing traders and some of the attributes of them, and how top producing traders, both on the large side of things and the retail side of things, how are they all comprising that 10%? So the question again is, why is it that 10% are succeeding while 90% are failing? It's simple. You just simply don't have the right tools, not yet. But today, you simply don't have the right tools to survive. So first and foremost, having a strategy is clearly key. It can be the deciding factor in whether or not you'll experience any type of success with trading. But that's not exactly what I'm here to talk about. Although I will be talking about a strategy, that's not quite it. Not right now. What I'm here to talk about are the real tools you need to survive. The tools that successful traders have, it's that thing that you want. The rules of engagement that are typically not discussed. What I'm talking about is a survival guide in the financial markets. It's what hedge funds use. It's what prop desks at banks and trading houses use. It's what retail traders use. It's what I use. And it all starts with a solid trading philosophy. Now, this is not talked about enough. Everybody's talking about key strategies. You need to be doing this, key indicators. It's about a trading philosophy. This is where it all starts. This is the cornerstone to your trading foundation. Now, a trading philosophy, is simply a thought process or an application of trading skill set that can be applied to the markets. It's a set of principles or a discipline that guides a trader through their decision-making process. It's that thing that creates edge. And with your trading philosophy, you need to accent that with mental toughness. You see, the market is going to consistently and constantly throw losing trades at you. You just need to know how to accept that and how to bounce back from it when you take a loss. You need to learn that losing is part of the game. And there's also a key difference between taking a calculated loss and taking an arbitrary loss. A calculated loss is where you have a trade and you practice structured risk management. And if you're wrong in a trade, that structure risk is what you will forfeit to the market. But mentally, you need to be able to work through that on a trade-by-trade basis. Now, once you've created a personal trading philosophy, you'll then want to start building your trading strategy based on your philosophy and your trading style. So we talked about the fact that, you obviously need a trading strategy, but the strategy has to be built on the philosophy. Your philosophy can't be built on the strategy, if that makes sense. What you'll need in terms of a trading strategy is you'll need a well-tested system. You must have a viable plan of attack. You can't just simply approach the markets and want to arbitrarily put on trades. You must have a viable plan of attack, and that's what a trading strategy is. These are the key concepts that elude most traders, roughly 90%. You see the correlation? And this is why there's such a high failure rate. Now, a trading strategy, simply put, is a method of buying and selling a financial vehicle based on predefined rules used to make trading decisions. But building a solid trading strategy isn't as easy as it may sound. It takes a considerable amount of time testing and proving the key concepts of the approach. Now, some of the key aspects of a sound trading strategy are this: specialization. I was once told that you need to just focus on one thing. The markets are a very, very noisy place. You've got stocks, you've got stock options, you got futures, you got commodities, you've got FX, you've got cryptos, you got bonds. There are so many different areas that you could potentially trade, and the value is picking one thing that you can really grasp and specialize on that particular market. You'll then want to build out and then ask yourself, am I a swing trader or am I a day trader? And that will give you a time window in which you will then trade. And then risk management is obviously extremely key to any trading system or strategy. So having risk management parameters are key. But these are the key aspects to a sound trading strategy. It's not as hard as most people make this out to be. So again, specialization is key. Deciding whether you're swing trading or day trading is key. And then proper risk management tools is of the utmost importance. So what you'll really need to survive the financial markets is a defensive approach to trading. And what I mean is the trading strategy that you have has to be based on risk management first. That is the defensive component that I'm talking about. So when you approach a trade, whatever the risk-reward threshold is, you have to make sure that you're approaching the trade with a defensive mentality in mind. So exercising proper risk management parameters is key. And this can really either make or break your trading career. So with that said, although you have to take a defensive approach and manage that risk, you'll also want to get extremely aggressive when you see your high probability situations arise. So surviving the financial markets is about being very, very defensive most of the time, but then when you do see that high probability, high volatility play, and you know what to overlay it with, you need to get very, very aggressive while managing your risk. Now, knowing how to exercise a strategy is unknown to most new traders, and that's why people fail. When trading the financial markets, you'll need a well-tested strategy that has a track record for being consistent over an extended period of time. This is one challenge that a lot of new traders have, is that they'll try something and it'll work, and they'll make some money, and then they'll just go and they'll start losing left, right, and center, and then they will abandon the strategy and try something new. And so new traders have a bad track record for jumping all over the place, looking at various things at various times based on what's working. That's not what you need to do. You need one consistent, well-tested, well-proven strategy that you can apply to the markets over and over and over again. Another big one is in your early stages, what you'll want to do is find the support of a community full of traders, people that are just like you. You'll also want a place to go where you can check in with a team leader, somebody like me, somebody that you can connect with and ask questions about the market when you're having challenges. You'll want somebody that you can access and ask direct questions to related to your particular learning curve, somebody that's got the insight as to what you're going through. And then at the end of all of that, as much as you might love the team leader and love your community, you ultimately want to learn how to trade independently. You'll need to know how to create opportunities and how to execute those opportunities while managing risk. You need the tools to be completely independent of all of the noise, and this is key. So to start with, you need support and you need resources to be successful. In the early stages of your trading career, you will need support and you will need resources to help you get to where you need to go to be successful. Now, the truth of the matter is, ultimately, at the end of the day, for most of you that are watching this and that are joining us in our live webinars, the truth is that you're not alone in this journey. You might have experienced success in the past. You might have made a few great profitable trades, but the truth is you're not achieving any type of consistency. And that's why you're listening to this today. You're lacking the support and the resources to help you achieve that consistency. That's one of your challenges. Now, I want to be completely clear. The J. Lewis Trading Academy does specialize in tailor-made mentoring programs that focus on one-on-one training. We offer ongoing support, and our short-term goals is to get students to a place of perfect market literacy so that they can apply that in achieving consistency. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. What I'm here to talk about is what's called the All Access Pass. And now, in terms of support and resources, this All Access Pass checks off all those boxes. Now, what this is 10 hours of live training a month. That's right, that's 10 hours of training a month. Pass holders will always be invited to a members-only webinar hosted by me twice a week where they can interact and ask questions with me and with their community members. It's what's called Ask a Trader. Again, it's a webinar that I host on Tuesdays and Thursdays where we cover overall market activity as well as trades that the J. Lewis Opportunity List is producing. Now, aside from having access to the Ask a Trader webinars, you'll also be able to receive our trade alerts, which is the J. Lewis Trading Opportunity List. Now, on a monthly basis, you'll have anywhere from 30 to 50 opportunities that are put in front of you in a video format where I discuss the trade that we're looking at, the strategy that we're going to be executing, where to get in and where to get out, and where to take profits. And again, that's delivered in video format once a week. Now, generally speaking, this type of offer with most trading academies, you'd be looking at a base of at least $100 a month, and in some cases as much as $300 a month. Now, we've always at J. Lewis Trading historically done things very, very different than everybody else in the industry. And so the big question here is that if I could get you in front of some potentially explosive moves and you had both the resources and the support to execute trades like the ones I'm about to show you, is that something of value to you? Is a trade like this of value? This is an Apple trade on a day trade basis that we took on where Apple broke down right out of the gate. What we instantaneously did was we bought some Apple options on the put side, which allowed us to short the market. So as the market was going short, the value in our puts were actually increasing. And we bought these at $2.50 and ended up selling them at $3.70. That is $1.20 net profit within 7 minutes of the market. 7 minutes. This is another low float stock that we traded. This is AMMA. Now, this is something that we got in at $1.90, and this thing rallied up very, very quickly. This is a 1 minute chart. It rallied up very, very quickly to just under $2.30. So again, we netted about 40 cents on this low float stock. It was a very, very explosive move. You can see that on the day, this thing was up 73%. It was a very, very quick moving stock. And CLVS, this is a prime example of something that came off of the J. Lewis Trading Opportunity List. Now, I alerted members to this, that this was going to break down a key level of support at 26.24. Not only did it break down that key level of support, but it actually pared back about 60% of value in just a few sessions. And today, CLVS is actually trading much lower. And there's a host of stocks that we've been shorting off of the Opportunity List just like this. So again, if I could walk you through step by step a trade that was explosive and volatile, and you could potentially realize great returns without having to pay $300 or $100 or even $50, would you be interested? Would you be interested in understanding how to get into a high probability trade like INFI, which was up 115% intraday? What about this? DGLT. This stock was up 435% intraday. And the J. Lewis Trading members were getting in front of this. I tweeted about this, and the community members had insight as to how to trade this because of the support and the resources that are offered. So based on these examples that I just gave you, if I could get you in front of trades like this one that we just discussed, that we're moving up 60 to 70%, or in some cases as much as 430%, would you join the J. Lewis Trading community? And would you take advantage of these same style opportunities? I ask you because this is the support and the resources you need, and I can offer you both. Now remember, the big thing is that if you're just coming into trading and you're needing to connect with the community, that's what J. Lewis Trading does. This is what we're building. I promote that people come into the system and they learn the key concepts of learning how to trade and managing that risk. Managing risk is the key to surviving the financial markets. And this is not something that most people will talk about. Everybody's talking about the profits. The profits. You can make this much. What I'm talking about is you could potentially lose this much. So let's mitigate risk. Let's put on small risk and achieve big rewards. And that's what makes us different. And so right now, you're looking for support and resources, and I can cover you on both ends. That's what I can do for you until you find yourself ready to become independent and trade on your own. Now, if you have any questions about anything that we've just talked about and you want to learn more about this All Access PAS offer, email me directly. I'm at info@jlewistrading.com and simply type in, I want to be profitable. And from there, I'll connect with you. I will get you involved with the All Access PAS. You can come on board and learn what the community does, and you can take the steps to becoming a consistent and independent trader. If you have any questions, I'm at info@jlewistrading.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm at info@jlewistrading.com.